Governor Allen, this is the standard bearer of the Republican Party, the leader of the Republican Party, as the nominee of your party for the presidency. Again, he believes that 47% believe that they are victims. Do you share that vision of America? And what would you do as Senator Allen about the 47%?
The best indicator of what somebody will do in the future is their record in the past. My view is the best social program of all is a job. If somebody has a job, they're taking care of themselves and providing for their families. As governor, I worked with the Democrat majority in the legislature. We cut taxes, made Virginia much more business friendly, and over 300,000 net new jobs were created in the private sector. One of the other great successes we had while I was governor was welfare reform. And we wanted to promote the work ethic, and we wanted to lift people out of poverty towards independence and have the dignity of a job. I remember here in Fairfax County having a press conference where Inova was hiring folks, but also we had a competition between Domino's Pizza and Pizza Hut on who could hire the most folks on. We had the press conference, and a reporter somewhat insulted a woman, and he said something to the fact that, well, what kind of job is this, making pizzas? Well, the owner of that franchise said, well, how do you think I started? I started delivering pizzas. Now I have several franchises. And then the mother stood up with her blue Domino's outfit on and said, I think it's good for my daughter to see her mother working. That's the dignity of work. It's a wonderful moment, and that's what we should be aspiring to, is make sure that everyone does have that opportunity to compete and succeed. I want to see people keep more of what they earn. We need to have the policies that don't increase taxes on people but decrease them. And Tim's got a different point of view, and that is one where he was trying to raise taxes on people earning as little as $17,000 a year.
All right, we're going to get to a rebuttal, Governor, in just a moment. I'm sorry, I want to get back respectfully to my question. It was very specific what the standard bearer of the Republican Party said. He said that 47% of Americans are too dependent on government, that they see themselves as victims. I ask you pointedly, do you share that vision of America? And what specifically would you do to deal with that 47%?
As I stated in the beginning, David, the best social program of all is a job. How do you provide more job opportunities for people? It's by having...
You think nearly half the country see themselves as victims because they're too
No, I don't.
dependent?
I see people... I look very positively at the people of Virginia.
So you would part company with Governor Romney on this point?
Excuse me?
Would you disagree with Governor Romney on this point?
I have my own point of view, and my point of view is the people of America still believe in the American dream. And our responsibility as leaders, as public servants, is to make sure that this is a country where everyone has that equal opportunity to compete and succeed and pursue their dreams. And so the way I look at it is, and I'll expand on it later in our debate, I suppose, but the point is I think that you look at the records. Who has created more opportunities? I mentioned welfare reform. Those were folks who were down and out and temporarily needed help. And we want to help folks who are able-minded, able-bodied, even folks who are disabled want to work. I think that's a natural, one of the great attributes and characteristics of all Americans. And they don't look at themselves as victims. They want a government that reflects their values and gives them the opportunity to reach their aspirations and be that role model for their children to have a better opportunity.
Take a moment for rebuttal here.